Hello everyone, welcome back to Talking Reds, where we've been the latest news and transfer news and much more. In this episode, I'm going to be looking at 5 players I think Liverpool should sell this summer. This could be different opinions on this. There's certainly players that we will sell. They certainly set up for a huge summer with the contract still not sorted out and still players that we need to buy as well. So the sales are going to be very important this summer to recuperate some money back for the transfers that we are going to get. So, who are the 5 players that I think we should sell? Who are the 5 players that you think we should sell? Let me know in the comments if you think anything differently. If you think we should keep the players that I've said, let me know in the comments. So, number 1 for me would have to be Darwin Nunez. He would be the one that recuperates quite a lot of money. The most money, I'd say, out of the players that I'm picking here. Saudi Arabia teams wanted him in January. They made an offer for him, apparently. 80, 90 million it was, something like that. I think we can get that sort of money again, maybe 70 million, 75 million. It's a good, very good price. If we get most of the money back for Darwin Nunez that we pay for, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I think we can do, depending who comes back for it. Also, Al Nassr came in for him. Now they've got John Duran. They might not come back for him. But there will be certainly interest in Darwin Nunez. And it's just, with Nunez, right, it's been a frustrating signing. It has been a frustrating signing. He has had the backing of majority of Liverpool fan base constantly, even this season. Giving him a chance, new manager, see if he can get the best out of him, and it just simply hasn't worked. It simply hasn't worked. It just simply isn't good enough for Liverpool. And we get players like that. You're going to get players like we've had players like that for Liverpool in the past. Unfortunately, we've had teams of the players like that in the past. But you know, it's just simply a player that just not good enough for a club like Liverpool. It's as simple as that. He can do probably good elsewhere. He did all right at Benfica for a year or two, but yeah, I think he needs to move on. He needs to move on. It's just not getting any better at Liverpool. I don't think there's any improvement. I don't think there's mentally. I don't think it seems like he wants to improve at Liverpool. I don't know. There's something stopping him mentally for me, that not working on his finishing. It seems like he's not working on his finishing. He does have mental blocks, and he does allow. He's an emotion player, and at the end of the day, you've got to use your emotions in the right way. If you're an emotion player, put it back into effort, put it back into what we're doing on the pitch, put it back into getting better at what you're doing. Work on that training pitch, work on your finish, and it doesn't seem like he has done. And that for me is easy for me to say. See you later, if I'm honest, just because of the simple mentality thing. Simple. Just, yeah, I don't like that he throws his toys out the pram. I don't like that sort of thing. When you're Liverpool, you need to do better mentally. You need to do better. You need to practice. And if you want to be better, become better. It's up to you to become better. And I think he could have been better. I'm saying better a lot here, but he could have become better, but it doesn't simply seem like I don't know if he wants to, or I don't know. There's something there that's stopping him not working harder to become better. And Arne Slot seems to be, he's done with him, I think, Arne Slot. The fact that he's playing a winger up front, the fact that he's played 2 midfielders without a striker at one time against Man City shows how much he has faith in Darwin Nunez. So I think Darwin Nunez is an easy one. I think everyone will probably say Darwin Nunez. I think Darwin Nunez is pretty much gone, and just is what it is. It is what it is. Hopefully we can get most of the money back we paid for him, and that'll be, at the end of the day, it's done. It's done. Hopefully it does work out somewhere else. So number 2 would be Kelleher. I think another one like Nunez is pretty much gone. Mamardashvili coming in, Alisson Becker already here. I think Kelleher is certainly, he deserves first team football. I said this before. It deserves first team football. I don't think we should prize him out of a move. If we're asking for like 40 million, if teams are willing to pay that, then we've got to put the price down. We've got to put the price down. If we had with Alisson Becker, Mamardashvili as the front 2, Kelleher's not going to get the game time he deserves. Therefore, as a club, as human beings, and as football people, they should simply let him go for less. If clubs aren't willing to pay a certain price, drop it down, negotiate. If you can get it down, let Kelleher go and let Kelleher play first team football. I think it's as simple as that. This guy deserves first team football. He's one of the best keepers in the world. He's a number 2 right now. And yeah, it could be the same with Mamadash Villa could be in the same situation in a few years' time. But the thing is, Mamadash Villa is very, very young. That's the thing with Mamadash Villa. I think at some point he will take up Alisson as number one in the, no one said near future, because Alisson's got plenty of time better than him, but hopefully maybe in the future. But yeah, Kelleher deserves first team football. Let him go play for a club that will give him that, and a good level as well, because he's certainly a good level for that. Number 3, again, a bit like Kelleher, I think Tyler Morton again deserves first team football, deserves playing minutes. It seemed to be that Tyler Morton was possibly going in the summer to, I think it was Championship side. I can't think who it was, but he was possibly going to play first team football. But Liverpool blocked the move because they needed him around the squad. They needed the numbers, basically. And that's, again, we've not really played him. Played him a few minutes here and there, but not enough. He deserves first team football. He's a good player. It's certainly high Championship, lower Premier League player at the moment. Right now, he could have potential to being better, but he needs to play. Like Kelleher, he needs to play, and it's as simple as that. And I do speak to Tyler's brother a couple of times. I do always keep progress on him, and I want him to do well. Tyler, I think he's a brilliant player. I can't see him getting into the Liverpool first team anytime soon. He needs game time. And you can't keep just loaning players out and bringing them back and not playing them, and loaning them out and bringing them back and not playing. It's pointless. He's got a career to play here. He's a very, very good footballer that deserves first team football somewhere. So again, Tyler Morton, do not price him out of a move. Do not price him out of a move. Let him go this summer and get the first team to football he deserves. Unless there is a route for him to first team, but we need to see it. I think, for me. Number 4 would be Kostas Tsimikas. I think it's quite clear that Andy Robertson has dropped off, and it's unfortunate to see Andy Robertson dropped off, but Tsimikas is never going to be that level that Andy Robertson was. And at Liverpool Football Club, as Arne Slot said before, the standards of this football club needs to be here. And Andy Robertson, the Andy Robertson that we're used to seeing, the world-class left back, the best left back in the world at his time, he is the standard that we need at that position. Therefore, Tsimikas, I think we've seen enough for Tsimikas to know that he's never going to reach that level. Let Tsimikas go, bring a left back in, make him number 1. Andy Robertson in and around the club. Andy Robertson's back at left back, playing whenever we need him. He's going to be very, very important. But that means the loss of Kostas Tsimikas. Kostas Tsimikas was a good signing. All in all, I think it's been a good signing. At the end of the day, it came in. Robertson was off it when he came in, and he gave Robertson a kick up the arse. He started playing well. Moving first box, Tsimikas. Give Robertson a kick up the backside. Robertson started playing better then, and I think it's been a nice competition between those two. So it has been a big drop off when Robertson was on it, but I think Tsimikas has done a decent job. It just never. It's just the way it is. Like Nunez, some players just at the level that we need, and Tsimikas is never going to reach that Robertson level that we need really at left back full time. If he would, I'd happily keep Tsimikas and make him number 1, but I don't think he is. I think there's plenty of left backs out there that are much, much better. And the drop off Robertson it's hard to keep playing him every week. But yeah, Tsimikas would be my number 4. And number 5, I've been thinking about this. Because it's quite clear. It's quite clear Slot doesn't really fancy Endo as the DM, and Gravenberch has had to alternate his ways and play DM, because Endo's the only proper natural DM we have in the entire club. But because it doesn't suit Slot, it doesn't suit the way he wants to play. I was thinking about Endo in the 5, but I think I love him. I love Endo. I absolutely love him being around the club. And I was also thinking about this. Who do we need to upgrade in the team? In the specific first team? So you got a left back. I still think we need a DM, and maybe have Gravenberch either rotate or Gravenberch into his number 8. We certainly need a striker as an upgrade, and we need to upgrade Diaz. And that is my number 5. Luis Diaz is my number 5. That's the 5th pick of me who I would sell this summer. Luis Diaz. And a lot of people, there might be a lot of Liverpool fans out there that don't agree with this. But I'm watching it. I'm seeing what I'm seeing. Diaz, there's no improvement. The guy is 28 now. There's not going to be any potential to get any better. He's had patches, but we don't want patches. We do not want patches. We can't keep dragging players. We can't keep carrying players. Gakpo and Salah have been sensational this season. Diaz was brilliant at the beginning of the season, though. This is what frustrates me. He was brilliant at the beginning of the season. It's like, yes, this is the level that we see Diaz at the level. This is Diaz that we're used to seeing when we first bought him. This is fantastic Diaz. But then he dropped back into his old ways, predictable to read. And I think the PSG tie alone said a lot about Diaz. Kvaratskhelia, Barkol, and Dembele, all wingers, all were levels above Diaz. They're all unpredictable. You don't know what they're doing. They've all got the ability to take on a player and score, take on a player and get a cross in. They've all got that. Diaz isn't just doing that. He just isn't doing that. And for me, he's not the level, and I don't think he will be the level now we need at Liverpool. We need better. And there is better out there. There is certainly better out there. Luis Diaz is certainly one I would sell. We would get a good amount for him. I don't know who would go for him, but we would get an amount for him. I'd say about 50 million, 40, 50 million. I don't know how long has he got left on his contract, 2 years or something. 2 years left on his contract. I think 40, 50, maybe 50, could push up to 60 million. But I'm just thinking in terms of, I think it would recoup some good money. I don't know who would go for him, though. That's my issue with that. Who would go for him? PSG have got the wingers. Barcelona go for him? Have they really got the money? I don't know. It's a tricky one. Who would go for Diaz? Maybe he could go to Saudi. I mean, spoke about Saudi with Darwin Nunez. It could be a double swoop for a Saudi team, possibly for Darwin Nunez and Luis Diaz potentially. Who knows? But I do think Luis Diaz for me would be my fifth sale of the summer. If you think anything different, let me know in the comments. If you agree with my 5 that I've picked, let me know in the comments, please. If it would be absolutely amazing if you could just press the like button down here. Doesn't take 2 seconds, but press the like button and subscribe to the channel as well. It'd help us out massively. Thank you for watching. Let me know your 5 in the comments. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, guys.